this right now. Make sure God's first. Love God, serve God, and walk with God. Be in His light and love Him. Okay. God is my father. Yes, He's the king. I am the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. God is my father. Yes, He's the king. I'm the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Okay. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Alright. God is my father, I'm royalty. It's life with the princess. Okay, alright.
Hey, what's good, man? It's your boy Lil Key, and look, this is Life with the Princess Radio. She the voice of her generation, and this your boy Lil Key, and I snap that.
Hey everyone, it's me, Miracle, #the Princess, and welcome to my radio show called Life with the Princess Radio, the voice of my generation. My show is about kids, and it's also for kids, and it's about giving God the glory. You can check me out on YouTube at Life with the Princess channel, on Instagram, and on Musically at Life with the Princess. I want to start off with something I call Miracles Moment. Today's Miracles Moment is their stretch in numbers. Unity is how ants have been so successful for hundreds of years. When we support one another, when we unite, we see our strength as a whole. Killer Mike suggested that we make every Friday Black Friday. That means every Friday we should support Black businesses in some ways. Today's guest is J'TA Freeman, who is a co-youth mayor of Washington, D.C. She's also the co-chair of Students Demand Action for More Gun Legislations. And she is a senior at Bishop McNamara High School. J'TA, welcome to the show. Okay, so this is the perfect time to make a huge announcement. I'm running for president for the 5th grade. That's right, I'll make 5th grade fun again. What advice can you give me on how to win the school's election? So, you recently won the Moral Courage Award. What is that? Okay. So guys, I am so excited to run for president because I can't wait to have a party for 5th grade, because I want to have a party so that, cause like, you know, we have school a lot and it's crazy, and like we have to always work and stuff. So yeah. So today's guest is J'TA Freeman, who is a co-youth mayor of Washington, D.C. She's also the co-chair for Students Demand Action for More Gun Legislations, and she's a senior at Bishop McNamara High School. J'TA, welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay. So, you recently won the Moral Courage Award. What is that?
So, the Moral Courage Award is an award given to youth who are using their moral courage, to make a difference in their community. I believe I was the first ever award winner, and so I will be the ambassador for moral courage in the Baltimore-Washington Conference. And I will just be using my voice to speak out for the youth in the DMV area and on the East Coast as well. And I will advocate for them and use my moral courage to try and make a difference.
What are the most important traits to have to be an effective leader?
Oh, wow. The most important traits, I believe, is confidence, education. You must educate yourself. When you are a leader, you cannot go into anything not knowing. You always have to know what you're talking about, especially when you're talking to different people in places of power on issues. They are probably going to be very well educated. So you have to be educated. And you also do not be afraid. I have been in many situations where I have talked to other youth or I have talked to adults, and, sometimes I am nervous, but you cannot be afraid when you are a leader, because as a leader, you are either trying to make a difference or you are, taking control. And people in control, they don't show their fear. So those are some traits that I think is a good leader.
Okay, so I'm ready for president for the 5th grade. What advice can you give me on how to win my school election?
Wow. Be yourself, number one. People love you for you. I guarantee you. Do not, don't try to please everyone because you can't. Also, don't be afraid to go out and speak to new people. If you want to be president, everybody wants to know who you are, and so a lot of people, they might not know your name or they might not even know your face. You just want to go out there and make them feel comfortable with you, and make them be able to, relate to you as their president, because everybody wants a president that, has their same issues in mind or, can relate to them. So just make yourself relatable, but be yourself. And that's about it, I think you can win it.
Thank you. On second Sundays, you sing alongside the Experience Unlimited Band. How long have you been singing, and what are some of your singing highlights?
Oh, wow. I have been singing for, how old am I? I've been singing since the 3rd grade. So I want to say about 9 years, maybe. Some of my singing highlights are singing with Experience Unlimited. They are Grammy Award nominees, and singing alongside them really helps me. Also, I have sung at the African American Museum with them, and yeah, those are some of my highlights.
Okay, so what artist is the greatest musical influence for you?
Ooh, that is hard. I will say Fantasia. She has the greatest impact on me because when she sings from a place of understanding. Like you can tell, you can feel her pain through her music. And I just love, even though she is an R&B artist, I just love how when she sings songs of praise or when she sings songs about God or about her situation, you can just feel her pain. You can feel God's presence. And I just love, one, her singing abilities. And I also love how she can captivate a group, or, pull people in with her song, with her music, with her gift. And it is so powerful for me to hear her sing or to watch her sing, and to see her just perform. She is amazing to me, and that is my musical influence.
What are one of your favorite songs from her?
Oh, wow. My favorite song from her is Lose to Win, because I have dealt with some issues in my life where, I really thought it was all over. I have lost. I've been down. I've been out. And so in her song, she says, sometimes you have to lose to win again. And so for me, that just speaks to my life as a whole, because, she shows me, like, even if you are down, even if you are out, even if you don't know where to go, even if you don't know who you can turn to, it'll always be fine. God always has your back. You can always come up, and be on top again. And for me, that is my favorite song from her.
If you could do a duet with anyone in the world, who would it be?
If I could do a duet?
Yeah.
Probably Fantasia again, or Beyonce. If I could sing with Beyonce, ooh, that would be amazing.
Same with me. She's like my idol.
Yes.
Okay, so I understand you serve as news personality for your school broadcasting organization, WMAC. What do you watch? Do you watch the news regularly? If so, what do you think about the Jussie Smollett case?
Ooh, I do watch the news. With Jussie, I am with him 100%, because I don't know the situation. I cannot speak from experience. I cannot speak from him because I don't know him. I haven't talked to him. I can't tell anyone if he's lying or, if he's telling the truth. I don't know. I just pray that whatever it is, he understands. If he did tell a fallacy, he understands the impact of his lies and of his platform. And if he did not, and he was in fact attacked, I pray for his health and gaining his mental and physical health again. I just pray for him. I'm praying for him because that's a whole situation that it's really tricky.
Okay, so we'll have more with J'TA in a moment to go to Ada. Okay, so my stylist Ada is on the line. You know Ada like I ought to be doing your hair. Ada, what natural beauty tips do you have for us today?
Hey, good morning, Miracle.
Hey.
Today I got some tips for growing long natural hair. I have long hair myself, so people always wonder how I get it so long. Just a couple of tips for growing hair. First of all, you want to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, vitamin C, zinc, iron, and healthy fats such as omega-3s, olive oil, etc. Also, you want to trim your ends when needed. Don't hang on to split ends because they will accelerate breakage.
Okay.
Also, you want to shampoo your hair in sections, prevent tangles and breakage. Massage your scalp with castor oil at night to increase blood flow, which will promote growth. Let's see, you want to put a deep conditioner in your hair weekly, at least for like 30 minutes. Wear protective styles when you can to protect your ends in the winter. And pre-treat your hair with natural oils and oil conditioners before shampooing for extra strength.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it. Good tips for growing long hair.
Thank you, Ada.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, so we have to take...
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram. I'm your stylist. Okay, so we have to take a break, but when we'll come back, we'll have Black History Facts, more with J'TA, and Miracle's message, and the princess spills the tea.
I need to tell you this right now. Make sure God's first. Love God, serve God, and walk with God. Be in His light and love Him. Okay. God is my father. Yes, He's the king. I am the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. God is my father. Yes, He's the king. I am the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Okay. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Alright. God is my father, I'm royalty. It's life with the princess. Okay, alright.
Welcome back to Life with the Princess radio show, the voice of my generation. I'm your host, Miracle #the Princess, and we're back with J'TA. Okay, so what do you want to be when you grow up?
Oh, I do not know. I wanted to be a diplomat. I wanted to be a pediatrician. I want to be a hairstylist. I want to be a singer. I want to be an actress. I don't know what I want to do. I just want to be successful. That's it.
Wow. Okay. Well, I want to be a singer, actor, dancer, and an artist, and maybe even a movie director. I don't know. And also probably author, if I can't be a movie director. So, are you planning to go to college? If so, what do you plan to study, and what college do you want to attend?
Well, I am planning to go to college next year. Right now, I am being recruited from different schools because I play lacrosse. So I do not have a set college. I'm still looking for my options right now. When I go to college, I actually am undecided. I don't know what I want to study in college because, like I just said, I want to do everything when I grow up. So I really don't know what I want to study as my major, but I just tend to go in there with an open mind just to be ready for anything that they throw at me.
What's your greatest regret?
Oh, wow. My greatest regret. Oh, that's a great question. My greatest regret is actually before I became a senior, I was afraid. I had a fear of rejection. So a lot of things I would not do because I was afraid that somebody would tell me no. So I wouldn't try out for certain things. I wouldn't do certain things because I was so afraid of someone telling me, no, we don't want you, or no, you're not going to make the team, or no, you're not going to make the cut. And my biggest regret is being afraid, and not putting myself out there and closing doors on myself because I was afraid of someone saying no. So that is my biggest regret.
What's your biggest accomplishment?
My biggest accomplishment is winning youth mayor. That was crazy because when I found out that I won, I was actually in South Africa on a global trip. And so I was so happy and excited because I knew that I wanted to make a difference. I really didn't know how. I just put myself out there. And I was afraid, but I was talking to people. I put myself, out of my comfort zone. And I really didn't even believe in myself. I didn't think I was going to win. But when I found out, I was just so ecstatic. And that is probably my greatest accomplishment and everything that comes with it because I talk to, a lot of people and I advocate for the youth of Washington, D.C. And I'm so happy in my position right now.
If you could relive any day of your life, what would it be?
I'm sorry, can you say it one more time?
If you could relive any day of your life, what would it be?
I would probably go back to when my grandfather was alive. Probably, I don't know any specific day, but just I would just like to spend one day with him again because he passed and he was my best friend. And so I would probably relive a day with him, just ride the bus with him, go to Subway like we used to, sit and eat and watch That's So Raven after school. I would probably do that again. Yeah.
Well, I would probably go back to when I was very young, and I would go back to see my puppy, Chaos, before he died, so that, I could relive what he did. He was such a great puppy, and he was amazing. So, yeah. So, what's next for you?
Oh, wow. I really don't know. Ambassador of Moral Courage, that's what's next for me. Graduation, prom, National Signing Day. That's really what's next for me. I really don't have any set plan for myself, though. I just go off God. I pray every day. I just ask him for strength and guidance, and I just go off of him. And wherever he takes me, that's where I'm going. I trust him 100%.
How can people follow you on social media?
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. My Instagram and my Twitter is AAAYN, period, NYAAA. That's my middle name. Sorry. And I just have Twitter and Instagram. Oh, my Snapchat is YOOO, period, NYAAA. So, yes.
Wow. Okay. So, yeah, make sure you guys go follow her on her social media. Thank you for being a guest on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me. And thank you for, giving us a voice as a youth. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay. So now it's time for Miracle's message. Today's message comes from 1 Corinthians 1:10. I appeal to you, brothers and sisters, in the name of the Lord, that all of you agree with one another in what you say, and that there be no division among you, but there you be perfectly united in mind and thought. February is Black History Month, but we know that Black history is really every day. So let's learn our history together. Actress Viola Davis is the first black actor to win an Oscar, an Emmy, and a Tony. Andrew Rube Foster organized the Narrow National League, the first black baseball league in 1920. He is known as the father of black baseball. Okay, so George Sampson owns the patent for the automatic clothes dryer. It involved a frame that hangs clothes above a stove so that it dries more quickly. His invention led to way more to modern clothes dryers. Dr. Alexa Iron Kennedy became the first African-American female to become the first neurosurgeon in the United States. And now it's time for the Princess Spills.
Girl, what do you want? I'm sleeping. I was gonna tell you some tea, but since you're sleeping...
I'm wide awake, girl! Spill the tea! Spill all the tea!
My girl, Tamar Braxton, won Celebrity Big Brother. She and former NFL player Ricky Williams were the final two. Tamar won $250,000 and Ricky won $50,000. And now she's a guest on the star. Now she's the guest star in the CBS soap opera, The Bold and the Beautiful. She's set to play a chef on the show. Tamar is a big fan of the show. She even named her son Logan after one of the characters on the show. In case you've been following the show The Masked Singer, there's only 3 contestants left: the peacock, the bee, and everyone's favorite, the monster. On the latest show, the rabbit was revealed to be Joey Fatone of the boys band NSYNC, and the lion was revealed to be Demi Moore and Bruce Willis' daughter, Rumor Willis. She has an amazing voice, and she even appeared on the TV show Empire. Speaking of Empire, Jussie Smollett has been written out on the last 2 reports of the season. On Thursday, he was charged with making a false police report for staging his own attack. Chicago police says he paid 2 brothers from Africa who worked on the show to stage an attack against him because he was unhappy with his salary. They say he was also behind the racist letter that was sent to him on the television show. He was arrested and then released on bond Friday and showed up for work on set with Empire, which tapes in Chicago. He was emotional and apologized to the cast for putting them through all of this and not answering any calls. He also told them he didn't do it. And talk show host Wendy Williams is planning to return to her show on March 4th. She made the announcement on Instagram and thanked all the people who filled in for her as host of the show, including Nick Cannon, Keke Palmer, and Sherry Shepherd. That does it for the Princess Spills the Tea. So now for weird news. A teen in Idaho made $35,000 in 4 days by charging as much as $750 an hour, plowing snow during the snowstorm. The 18-year-old boy was visiting his mom in another state and bought his equipment with him. He put an ad online when the storm started, and his phone rang constantly. Companies usually charge as much as $400 an hour. So now it's time for Miracle's musical moment. I'm going to be singing the song Smile by Kirk Franklin. Today's a new day, but there is no sunshine. Nothing but clouds, and it's dark in my heart, and it feels like a cold night. Today's a new day, but tell me, where are my blue skies? Where is the love and the joy that you promised me? Tell me it's alright. I almost gave up a power that I can't explain. Fell from heaven like a shower now. I smile, even though it hurts, see I smile. I know God is working, so I smile. Even though I've been here for a while, I smile, smile. It's so hard to look up when you've been down. Sure would hate to see you give up now. You look so much better when you smile, So smile, smile for me. Can you just smile for me? Smile for me. Can you just smile for me? Oh, oh, oh. You look so much better when you oh, oh, oh. You look so much better when you oh, oh, oh. You look so much better when you oh, oh, oh. You look so much better when you oh, oh, oh. You look so much better when you oh, oh, oh. You look so much better when you oh, oh, oh. You look so much better when you oh, oh, oh. You look so much better when you smile. Okay, so I tried my best. By the way, that was a really nice song, and I loved it, and I had to learn it quickly. I didn't know most of the lyrics, and yeah. So, I am so happy and excited that I got to see all the movies that I've been dying to see, except for Little. I'm still waiting for that, and I forget when it's coming out. I'm pretty sure it's coming out in March. But, yeah, I'm so happy that I've seen Isn't It Romantic? And also, I'm pretty sure there was another movie. I forgot what it's called, but I'm going to try to see Greta. So, yeah. That does it for my show today. Do you know someone who's doing something good in the community or at school? Let me know for booking information or to be a guest on the show. Email me at lifewiththeprincess@gmail.com. Thank you for listening to my show called Life with the Princess Radio. You can check me out on YouTube at Life with the Princess channel, on Instagram, and on Musically at Life with the Princess. My radio shows on every second and fourth Saturday of the month from 10:30 to 11 here on WOLB 1010 AM Baltimore. Talk to you again on March 9th.
I needed to tell you this right now. Make sure God's first. Love God, serve God, and walk with God. Be in His light and love Him. Okay. God is my Father. Yes, He's the King. I am the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. God is my Father. Yes, He's the King. I'm the princess, so I'm royalty. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Okay. P-R to the I-N-C, E to the double S. Alright. God is my Father, I'm royalty. It's Life with the Princess. Okay, alright.
Hey, what's good, man? It's your boy Lil Key. And look, this is Life with the Princess Radio. She the voice of her generation, and this your boy Lil Key, and I stamp that.